Most people think the 9-5 is just a job. They are wrong. The 9-5 is a sophisticated, well-designed trap. It's a loop. You wake up to an alarm you hate, you commute in traffic that drains you, to do work that doesn't fulfill you, just to pay for a lifestyle you're too tired to enjoy. If you feel like you're running on a treadmill that's going nowhere, it's because you are. Society has sold us a lie. Study hard, get a degree, work for 40 years, and then maybe you can be free. But here is the shocking truth. By the time you reach that freedom, you'll be too old to use it. But what if I told you there's an exit door? What if I told you that escaping the rat race isn't about luck or having $1 million in the bank? It's about a specific 4-step system that the 1% use to stay free while the 99% stay stuck. In this video, I'm going to break down that system. Step by step. No fluff. No motivational garbage. Just the cold, hard math of freedom. And pay close attention to step 3, because that is where 90% of people fail and end up crawling back to their bosses. If you want 2026 to be the year you stop trading your time for pennies, don't skip a single second of this. The first step to escaping a prison is realizing you are in one. Your chains aren't made of iron. They are made of your bills, your car loan, your expensive rent, and your status symbols. Most people are one paycheck away from disaster. That is exactly where the system wants you. When you are terrified of missing a rent payment, you are a perfect, obedient worker. To break free, you must first perform a financial audit. Look at your bank statement from the last 3 months. Every dollar you spent on things you didn't need was a brick in the wall of your prison. The wealthy buy assets first, while the poor buy liabilities first just to look rich. Stop trying to look rich. Your neighbors don't care about your car, and your boss doesn't care about your designer clothes. Your first goal is to build what I call the fortress. This is 6 months of living expenses tucked away where no one can touch it. This isn't just savings. This is your FU money. It is the psychological power to know that you can walk away if you have to. Until you have this, you aren't a player, you're a pawn. Now, here is the mistake most people make. They quit their jobs too early. That is a recipe for disaster. You don't jump off a cliff and hope to grow wings. You build a bridge while you're still on solid ground. Your 9-5 pays your bills, but your 6-10 the evening hours builds your freedom. You have to treat your after-work hours like a second job. In today's world, there is zero excuse to only have one source of income. We are living in the greatest era of wealth creation in human history. Whether it's digital products, a service-based business, or content creation, you need a vehicle that scales. A job doesn't scale. You only have 24 hours. But a digital system works while you sleep. Think about it. While you are sitting in a meeting you hate, a digital product could be selling to someone in a different time zone. That is how the 1% operate. They decouple their time from their money. Your goal in step 2 is to make your side income equal to at least 50% of your main salary. Once you hit that, the bridge is strong enough to cross. This is the part where most people lose the game. They start making an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and what do? They buy a better car. They eat at more expensive restaurants. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is a silent killer. If your income goes up but your expenses follow it, you are still a slave, just a slave with a nicer view. Step 3 is about taking every single penny from your side income and pouring it into income-producing assets. You need to become an investor. You need your money to go to work for you. Whether it's dividend stocks, index funds, or real estate, your money must grow. Imagine every dollar is a little soldier. Your job is to send those soldiers out to capture more soldiers. The math of freedom is simple. When your assets generate enough cash flow to cover your basic living expenses, you are officially free. You no longer work because you have to. You work because you want to. That is the moment the 9-5 trap snaps open. The final step is the hardest because it happens inside your head. You have been programmed since birth to be an employee. You've been told to wait for instructions, to ask for permission for a holiday, and to be grateful for a 3% raise. To escape the rat race, you have to kill the employee mindset. Employee looks for security. An entrepreneur looks for opportunity. An employee fears failure. An entrepreneur fears regret. You have to realize that the security of a 9-5 is an illusion. You can be fired tomorrow. The only true security is your ability to solve problems and create value for the world. Stop asking, "Who is going to hire me?" and start asking, "What problem can I solve for people who have money?" Wealth is a result of the value you provide, not the hours you clock in. Once you change your mind, your bank account will eventually follow. But beware, most smart people never make it past this stage because they are too educated to be humble. You now have the 4-step roadmap. It's simple, but it's not easy. Most of you watching this will agree with me, but only 1% will actually execute. Which one are you? But wait, there is a huge problem. I've seen people follow this plan and still fail. Why? Because they fell into the intelligence trap. Have you ever wondered why that guy in high school who got straight A's is now struggling in a cubicle, while the average kid is running a multi-million-dollar company? Why does being smart often keep you poor? In my next video, I'm going to expose the 5 reasons why your intelligence might be your biggest financial liability and how to fix it before it ruins your career. You do not want to miss the next one, because it explains why common sense is more valuable than any degree. If you're ready to break the chains, comment, "I am the 1% below. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Your journey to freedom has just begun. I'll see you in the next lab session.